I'm just about
And
to
we
share
back.
it. What up, people? What up, good people? Okay, Damone D-Mac is watching. Did I share it? Share now.
What up, y'all? We had a little few technical difficulties in the studio.
But we
back with it,
We back like we left something.
and we frozen,
God damn.
bruh.
Janice Daniels said better. Okay, we moving. I see you.
Go ahead, Macho. Let's see how we go. How we?
Listen,
Let me see something.
the internet sometimes do what the internet do.
This ain't the internet.
It is the internet.
It's the internet.
Yes, it is.
Oh well.
Hey,
It's
y'all.
technology.
We
I say it's
appreciate,
technology.
we appreciate y'all patience as we get the buffering under control.
Yeah, because this shit is, man, I made me feel like
It looked like we moving though.
yeah, that's how I was looking last
You're
time.
frozen with your mouth open on my screen.
Oh yeah,
Now
I did,
you moving.
I did just move slow.
Everybody saying we good, better, and this mine ain't frozen. It's just, I'm getting a red, a red light on mine, like it's buffering, but it looks like it's good.
You
on
good?
my
We
side.
can hear you. Okay, well we gonna go. We gonna roll with it. So listen. So on tonight's episode of Excuse My Truth podcast, we're talking about rumble in the classroom when these disrespectful students are like getting out of line and they're disrespecting teachers verbally and physically. And the latest episode that we just saw, we saw the teacher phone back. The teacher said no, and the girl was cussing her out. Went behind the desk and like attempted to take her phone back. The teacher said no. They were exchanging some words. The girl was going, and in the midst of it, she hauls off and she swings on the teacher, and the teacher retaliated and beat her ass. Okay, she beat that girl ass. And then she held her on the ground and said, go get help. Go get, some old teachers and shit, right? So that being said, there was also another instance recently where the opposite, the student beat the teacher ass, drug her out of the class. I heard that child was like, they pressed charges. I heard she was, arrested or whatever. But even still.
Their charges against the teacher in North Carolina and the student.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Both
Did
of
y'all
them
hear
have
about the
gotten
one where the
charged.
teacher's leg got broke or something? Is that the one y'all talking about?
Todd said it's going in and out.
Yeah.
Well, Todd, we apologize. Hopefully it ain't too bad and they don't like.
Janice just said we good.
You good? We
But
can
yeah,
hear you.
so the teacher and the student got charged in the incident in North Carolina. She said I listened to her whole life. She said she's facing charges as well as the student. I think with her,
North Carolina, that's the main story that we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So let me introduce our special guest. So our special guest tonight is listen, he is a coach, he's a teacher, he is a community activist, he is absolute role model. And that being said, he is the famous
I don't know about that.
George fucking Ward.
I don't know about
What's
that.
up, my guy?
Man, what's good with it, man? Good to see you and Dave.
Man, absolutely, man. We happy to have you,
happy
coach.
to be here. I appreciate the love. Really
So me
appreciate the
and coach, man, coach teaches at King. He coaches at King 3200. Shout out to the champ.
oh, you teach at King?
Oh yeah.
What's
I
up?
handle
What
all
grade
the
level?
discipline.
Oh, you a disciplinary. Oh, okay.
So I mean that's let me clarify. He's the I don't know. Do they still call it dean of students these days?
Culture facilitator.
Okay.
Whatever term they want to call it.
He deal with the knuckleheads.
I'm probably the uncle. Well, you know what? No, well, I'll say this. You have to establish a relationship with everyone in order to provide any discipline to them anyway, especially in this day and time. So, and that kind of leads into, what the topic is tonight. So you gotta establish a relationship. You gotta establish a rapport. You can't lately.
So, coach, do you see this type of behavior in the classrooms?
Nothing, to that level. I haven't seen that. But at the same time, I've seen some things that, could have gotten to that point if the right intervention wasn't provided. It's unfortunate, but this is the way of the world. Our young people, view themselves almost as the peers of adults.
What
Slide
is the
over this way,
right?
son.
What is the right intervention though?
Relationships.
Okay.
You've got to have relationships. A child is not going to just allow you to walk up to them and just try to provide them with some
In
instruction.
the classroom now, because when we were coming up, our teachers really gave a fuck.
Yeah.
They cared about our well-being.
These teachers care.
I mean, I'm not saying they don't.
Uh-huh.
Do you think that element, though, of establishing relationship, they can care?
Yes.
But the relationship still can't be established.
Well, you know
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes,
Because there's a
you are
resistance
absolutely
to it.
on to something.
So do you think that there's an absence of that in the classroom today where there's no real dynamic of relationship between the student and the teacher and it's just authority and subordinate?
I think overall, those type of relationships that we knew, D, overall, it's not like that anymore. You know, to answer your question, you know, but I also have a reason why.
Okay.
You know, I think our instructors are kind of burnt out. You know, and you know, you look at it's a lot of layers to it. So, you know, obviously the salaries aren't what they need to be, and the elephant in the room is these parents of today are not our parents. So, you know, we walked into a classroom